As my favorite philosopher, Sun Tzu, once said, everyone's an atheist until they clog the toilet in someone else's house.
80 bucks and I'm strapped up now. Laser sight in the dark, pointing you out. 9mm, yeah, that's the title. Give a fuck if I'm suicidal. I won't be here in a while. Kicking ass, yeah, with my high point. Hot spray paint with my high point. And my waistband is my high point. I've got 9 rounds to prove my point.
Welcome back, whores. That's right, I'm just saying it. There's no joke. There's no meme. There's no meme. It's okay. It's okay to be a whore. I mean, it's 2022. What's the issue? What's the issue, right? But yeah, I've got to break into a short little disclaimer before I start the video. Yeah, don't harass, bug, or bother anybody that I mention here that's kind of gay, a little bit fatherless, you know, the works. Trying to keep this intro segment a little bit shorter because people complained. Fucking Jeremiah. It's alright though, I get it. You just want me. You just want to hear my voice so badly. You want me to really get to the meat of the video. You're just craving my insight, my fantastic brain. But yeah, anyways, guys, we're gonna be talking about a prominent creator, or I suppose ex-prominent creator, Jake Lucky, who I kind of hate. I've got a little beef with this guy. I've got a little pet peeve for him, you know? I don't like him all that much. I think a lot of the stuff that he does is fake, and I think he virtue signals quite often to take the moral high ground on subjects that he doesn't really know anything about. So but Jake Lucky has several times gotten into controversies that he doesn't know what the fuck he's saying about, and just continues to spout fucking nonsense for no goddamn reason. Jake Lucky is definitely an interesting character. He's had his highs and lows. He's done some genuinely good things too. Don't let my words sway you and make you think that he's just like a genuinely terrible person, right? Because a lot of what I say is based off of my own opinion, right? So take what I say with a grain of salt as always, but just know that this guy, like, a lot of the good stuff he does, in my opinion, could be considered fake and is basically weighed down by the bad. All the negative stuff that he does makes all the good stuff that he does seem like unbelievable and like he's trying to just reach for sympathy and clout. Like, oh look, I did this good thing. I would never do bad. I'm a good person, right? Like that type of thing. It makes me feel like he's reaching, you know? Like a super corporate billionaire saving puppies just so he can make the fucking headline as a good person, right? Now, obviously, I don't think Jake Lucky is just an all-around horrible, evil guy who never can do anything good. I'm sure with some of the good things that he's done, that he's genuinely probably done them from the good of his heart, right? Because some of those things are things that you look at and you're like, how can I not help with this, right? Like, for instance, he helped get the story out about a popular esports player who was fired from his job for going to see his mother, who was, from what I gathered from the video, basically on her deathbed and passed away shortly after. He helped advertise for a charity stream where all the proceeds were going to help with research in a new form of cancer. Jake Lucky isn't an evil guy, but he's done some shit that's genuinely dubious, and I don't fucking like it. Now, the first of two big problems I have with Jake Lucky is his distaste, I'll put it, for the idea of freedom of speech. Now, freedom of speech is something that I hold pretty dear to my heart. As a red, white, and blue, red-blooded American, I do in fact like my rights, and so I take my freedom of speech very seriously, and when somebody tries to socially exile somebody else for, in my eyes, exercising their rights, it kind of pisses me off. So when I see Jake Lucky trying to cancel someone he hung out with a week ago for making a meme, literally saying a word in a meme, right? Then I kind of disagree with it. Like, it pisses me off a little. It frustrates me, you know? And then there's the whole case with the IShowSpeed situation, where, like, he genuinely got up in arms, frustrated, and pissed off that some kid, that a literal child, was saying some mean things to a girl on a video game. Yeah, he had some angst behind it. Yeah, like I'll retract my statement that I made in the previous video. I don't think he was just joking, right? Like he was pretty angsty. He was pretty dead set on it, right? But that's the thing. It's over a video game. It's literal gamer rage. No one's like dying because of this. Like, everyone is fucking A-okay, right? The whole situation was a gigantic fucking nothing burger, and all he wanted to do was legitimately just make it worse for this kid. I'm not on the Keemstar train of saying Jake Lucky's a racist, but I do think he's a fucking hypocrite and doesn't actually give a shit when women are being abused.
The motherfucking world is a ghetto, full of magazines, full clips, and heavy metal.
Now, if you didn't know, the aforementioned Jake Lucky was also involved in something called the slasher situation, which I've previously mentioned in my I Show Speed video. Along with that, the idea that Jake Lucky actually cares about misogyny is incredibly far-fetched. After all, he defended infamous sexual harasser Slasher, who was another video game journalist, a crony of his, if you will. Now, Slasher sort of got kicked off the internet because he was offering jobs in companies that he didn't own or was a part of to people who he was trying to get a date from. That, like, borders on sexual harassment. It's also, like, really fucking creepy. To be more specific, he was offering a job at the Florida Mayhem to Jessex, a friend of popular creator Brittany Venti, to try and get a date from said Brittany Venti. And you want to know what Jake Lucky said about this?
Because he had asked her for a date 1, maybe 2 times. Is that what we've come to? And yeah, I'll admit it, guys, maybe a bit of weird messages. I've sent weird messages. I think a lot of us have, and not maybe the most proper way to go about asking for a date. But if you think that is in any way taking away from his stance where he defends Pokemon and calls out Leafy's video for being crappy, then what kind of world are we living in?
Now, just like what I said in the previous video, the world where using jobs as a bargaining chip for a date is wrong and shouldn't be allowed. Now, Jake Lucky sided with Slasher, and I'm unaware if he ever apologized for this take or not. I can't find anything on it. I can't find any more of his statements on it. And quite frankly, I wonder why. But now Jake Lucky defended this person, Slasher, as I've already said, infamously asked Brittany Venti out for a date. But because of this, the idea that he stands for any sort of moral good and that he can at all criticize anyone when they talk about misogyny or about sexual harassment, instantly, in my opinion, like, his credibility for it goes down the drain. Like 1,000,000,000,000%. It just flops, right? Because of this absolutely dog shit take. Now, if he's changed his mind since then about his views on what is and isn't sexual harassment, then I'd say, you know, he probably is more credible. But since then, I haven't been able to find any other comments on it, so. In conclusion, I just really don't like Jake Lucky. I really dislike the guy. I think everything he does is annoying, and like literally everything he does somehow seems to piss me off more than the last time. I don't know, this is my first time trying a rant video. This is awesome. Like a genuine rant video. Like just fucking going subject by subject, picking apart like the different things he's done. I liked it. This was fun. This is a fun ass video. Thank you guys to whoever actually watches this far into the video. I know most people probably don't, and most of the views I get are probably just from people like listening to it in the background, just trying to hear what I have to say. But thank you for anybody who's still actually paying attention to the video. Thanks a lot. Now it's ending segment time. It's ending segment time. It is. Yeah, fucking, it's been a good week. I've had a good week. I hope you've all had a good week. I genuinely didn't do anything this week. It kind of sucked. I went to the gym. I made my double front off high bar, so that was pretty cool. But yeah, I mean, fuck, man. It's been an absolutely fantastic week. Remember to like and subscribe to the channel. Turn that little notification bell on. As always, we're gonna bring this shit to the fucking moon. All right, we're going to the moon like Dogecoin. But did you know that birds aren't actually real? All birds are actually just government plants. They're tiny little government spies. Whenever you see a bird sitting on a power line, it's not actually sitting on that power line. It's recharging. If you've ever seen a bird corpse, it's not actually a bird corpse. It's a fake flesh puppet that the fucking glowies use. All right, well, now you know. Peace.